Hello, no Bravado Massive. What's going on? Let's add some of the crew to the stage. Are we enjoying the weather? Natalie, you're looking really sexy.
I know.
I must say, the hair looks nice. The top looks nice.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
You're muted, Natalie. You're muted.
Do you know what smashes it? I don't want to wear full foundation because it's too hot. So I got a skin tint. That's exactly your skin colour.
Right.
From Maybelline yesterday.
I don't know.
I've got on. Yeah.
So there you go, gal.
Yeah, and it's like proper skin colour, if you can see. But it covers, like, it gives you like a coverage, but not a full foundation coverage. It's the skin tint.
I might have to go and get some.
It's really good, and it's 24 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 hour. But I didn't put it on yesterday, I swear. I put it on today.
We believe you.
Someone said the other day, just because your deodorant says 24 hours, it doesn't mean you should challenge it.
You should stretch it out.
I was mussing up. I'm going to try and get it on my laptop now because my phone will just keep logging me out every time. It's good on my phone.
Are we live now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you say?
It's good on my phone, like quality-wise, but any notification comes up, my screen goes black. Anything that happens, my screen goes black. Yeah. I can't share it. I can't do nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it just doesn't like your
It doesn't like my devices. Do you know what it is? I think because everything I have, the memory is full to the max. The iPad, the laptop. I think that's what it is. I'm banging.
Let me turn these down. Oh, right. Let us go through. So what's going on, guys? Anything you don't want to announce before we go into it? Anything going on for you guys?
No, Carter told me that asked me today why my armpits are so black.
Who asked that?
Carter.
Your son asked you why your armpits are so black.
Why your armpits, but other than that, nothing much has been popping.
Okay.
I swear to God, you should be arrested. Arrest that you. Arrest
why
him.
your armpits so black? And he looked at it like, you know, when they're looking at you weren't even being cheeky. Yeah, he weren't being cheeky. This was genuine, like, and he was looking at me, and I thought something's coming, something's brewing. He's gonna ask me something foolish. I can feel it. So he's looking at me in real concern, and I was like, I looked at him back, and he goes, "Mum," I said, "Yeah," and he's like, "Why are armpits black? Why are armpits so black?"
Are they?
Oh, I don't know.
I kind of want to see now. You're gonna have to show me.
I'll FaceTime you later.
You're gonna have to FaceTime me afterwards.
I'm self-conscious now. I'm like this. I'm walking around like a idiot. Kids will absolutely demolish your self-esteem. I'm telling you that now.
Because they tell the truth.
Yeah, he's been hitting me up recently, boy. He's been hitting me up with some things.
You guys share this live onto your page because they've changed it all up now. So I can't do the live in the group, which is where it best worked. And then I was able to tag everybody from there. But I'll figure it out at some point. But it's annoying. So there's a couple of topics today. It's not going to be a long one today, but we haven't really acknowledged Sonia Massey, and we tend to acknowledge these types of things in No Bravado. From what I understand, you guys don't know that much about it.
No, you know what? Being 100% honest with you, I saw a headline the other day and I couldn't look. I just can't take it. When you're just like, I can't take it, and I know it's not good to bury your head, but those things really seriously, deeply affect me.
Yeah, me too.
I wasn't ready to take it on when I saw it.
No,
When you're just like, I can't. Another thing, like, it's relentless. And just the emotion that I get out of it, I just thought, I can't do it right now. I can't. So I haven't looked into it. I've kind of buried my head, if I'm honest.
I feel the same way about that little girl that's gone missing. I was like, I saw her walking around in the video, and I was like, she just disappeared, and no one knows where it is. I was like, I can't even bother to look into it or find out anything else about it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. What
same.
There's some little 6-year-old was in Greenwich. I don't know where she was in her house. She come out of her house. They've got videos of her walking up and down the street, just randomly. No one's asked her who picked these, this or nothing like that. And now she's missing, and the police are concerned.
How long has she been missing for?
Yesterday. Huh? Since yesterday.
Since yesterday.
They've got videos of her, like, them, what do you call it? Doorbell cameras, and she's just walking on the street.
So where were her parents?
I don't know. That's why I said I haven't
really looked into it.
I just like, you know what? I just don't want to. I was, because the videos of her just walking around up on the street, it looks like she's all right.
Maybe she's going out to play and stuff.
And then she disappeared. And they're saying that they want people to look in their sheds and stuff just in case she's scared and hiding in there or something like that.
Oh.
But she's 6.
It's just disturbing. It's all disturbing stuff. And we see too much every day. Sometimes it's just too much. Do you know what I mean? It's traumatizing to be witnessing these things constantly. Yeah, and definitely. with that, I was just like, I just can't. Genuinely can't.
So let me share my screen so we can see what she looks like. Oh, she's been found safe and well.
Oh, is it? Okay, wicked.
Okay.
Where was she, Davina?
Greenwich.
Where did they find her? Let us know. Oh, well, that's good.
That's good. But there was another incident like that, not like the same. So it was on the news one day. I thought I had to laugh because some children are just unruly. So this mum took her child to nursery. First day at nursery, took her child there. It's about a mile away from their house. So they've gone, took the child, I think the child must be 4 or 5, them age there, like 3, 4, 5, that age, we're nursery age. Taking the child to nursery, dropped the child at nursery. She's gone back home. About an hour and a half later, here's a knock at the door. And the phone rings at the same time. So she picks the phone up and they said, oh, Mrs. blah, 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 your daughter's missing. She said, what do you mean she's missing? When she opened the door, the daughter said she don't like school.
Don't like what?
Didn't like school. First day she went nursery, she didn't like it. She decided to walk out the nursery and walk.
But nursery is like pickney, isn't it? So how did she do that?
Yeah, so they said that. She walked off. She walked out of school, worked out how I had to get home, and then walked back home again by herself.
Imagine.
But I'd be spitting fire at the school. I'm sorry. How did she do that?
Yeah.
So the mum's vexed with the school. She's vexed with the daughter. The mum was sick. They were like LBC talking about it. She's vexed with everybody, but she goes, I don't know who to be vexed with. I was vexed with my daughter. I'm like, look at her. What the hell are you doing here?
I'll be vexed with the school. Like, how did my child
she's lucky
out of school like that?
She's lucky. She's lucky that she knew where to go.
But she's like 4, and she had like the first time she's gone to school, like mum walked her to school, and she just worked out. Oh yeah, I know roughly how to just down the road. No one asking no questions. Got back home to her door. The child's got sense. Got to give her that.
Yeah, no, she has.
Crossroad.
At 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's working on my laptop.
Okay.
Don't play with me.
See, Natalie was showing us armpits then. When she lift it up.
Did you see? It's too
No,
much
we
shaving.
didn't see.
Too much shaving of armpits, apparently. So he armpit shamed me. I was armpit shamed by the baby.
Davina saying the baby that we was talking about beforehand, she went missing at midday yesterday, only reported missing at 22:40. Found this morning. Why the frick did it go unreported for over 10 hours? Good question.
That's why I logged off and didn't get involved. I was literally, I was like, I saw it and I was like, this don't make no sense.
Right.
So I don't know if the family was looking for her for a couple of hours. I don't know what happened. Yeah. And then,
Yeah, because I suppose they feel like if they
social services involved.
It's going to be social services all over them, innit? But now it's even worse.
It's neglect.
Straight neglect, isn't it?
Straight neglect. They're not even gonna. I'm telling you now. There's a CP plan being drawn up for the child already.
Right now, as we speak.
Even when they reported her, when they said that, she went missing at 12, whatever, and it's 10. From then, it's neglect. Either mum and dad have gone to work and left the child at home by herself or with some other youth.
And she was 6.
Yeah. So it's neglect. I'm telling you it straight. I don't even have to ask. I know that's the
yeah, of course. I worked in that field as well. That would be the first thing I was asking. Why would it go so far? What happened? Why was she out? Because that was the first thing I asked. Well, where was her parents for her to just be wandering down the street and go missing? It's weird. Anywho, let me share my screen so I can show you. Natalie's gone missing. I think she's trying to sort something out. I don't know what's happening, but I'll share my screen so that I can show you what Sonia Massey looks like. Have you read anything about it, Shah?
I have briefly on earlier on today when I thought, let me just go research it, and it's read that she called the police out because she thought someone was in her house. He's got there. He's asked her to take something off the pot. She's gone to do it. She turns round and he shoots her, I think, twice or 3 times
in the head.
Yeah,
that's kind of it. Kind of it. She thought there was an intruder in her house. She calls the police. She says to one, she's having a calm conversation with one guy, with one of the cops, and the other cop, she's turned around for whatever reason and has said to him, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. So he must have said or done something to make her.
No, I saw a bit more of this. So I saw a bit when she says, I saw the video where she says something and then he starts talking about something and she says, he does something to her or says something to her and she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
what I said. Something would have had to have been.
Yeah, but something, and then I can't remember if he asked, she had the pot of water.
She walked over to the stove and picked up the pot.
Pot of water.
They told her to drop the pot.
Yeah, no, so basically what happened, she said to him, my pot of water's boiling, and the other police officer told her to go and turn it off.
Right, okay.
So she went over and picked it up. They told her to go and turn it off.
Yeah. Okay, that's not what I read.
Yeah, they told her, go and do this with the pot. When she picks the pot up, he starts backing away. And she goes, why are you backing away? And he said something about that. And then she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, because he was going on thing with her. And then that's when he pulls out the gun.
To her, I will shoot you in your fucking face.
Yeah.
And he does it.
Yeah.
Basically, she drops the pot. He didn't have on his body cam, but the other cop did. So apparently he said that like when they were like gonna go and get things to help her, and he was like, "Yeah, that's a headshot, so it's a waste of time, basically, all casual." Yeah, and was just like, "Boy, you know, she's a goner." So, right, that. I mean, there's not really much that we can say other than condolences to the family. Hang on, no, Natalie's back now. Hey, Nat, I'm not sure if you heard any of that.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just trying to get her. Oh.
Now you're echoing and all kinds of things. Have you got both devices on? Maybe turn down the volume on your phone.
That's better. Is that better?
No.
No.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. So the stories must be miscombobulated in because
Can you
Davina
hear
said,
me?
yeah, but you sound like a robot.
Can you hear me now?
Robot. Davina saying that he did have he did have it on both body cam footages on YouTube, but what I read was he turned it on after he shot her.
Yeah.
So it might be that both footages are on YouTube, but not the full event, whereas the first cop had it on for the full event. So that's what's done his dance. He's been charged. Let me share my screen.
Do I sound better?
No. So this is what she looked like. We did not do our jobs. We failed Sonia. We failed Sonia's family and friends. We failed the community. Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell said. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. It's continuous. And then it kind of, because there was like a thing on like a debate the other day. Remember when that white man was running around and he killed that little black boy? And they were saying that's why they want to give cops guns here. And I feel like people don't think that we experience racism in Britain because it's not as overt. But I think give these cops guns over here, it's going to be exactly the same thing. Do you know what I mean? I really do think that some of the things that you see, like, it's not good. And some of it's in context. But I do feel like if police get guns here, we're finished. We're done for.
Guns here, though.
Yeah, but not every single one of them is special unit.
I mean, don't forget, you got Chris Cabarrus shot in the head. You've got John Charles Jimenez that got shot running through the
But you're proving my point. You're speaking to my point.
I'm saying, so it's not.
These are special units that have guns. Not all of them have guns. But then, like you just said, look at the people that have been shot with just a fraction of police that have guns here. If they were to turn around and give all of the police guns here, we are done for. It would be just like America, I reckon. It will keep happening. It will keep happening. But then this footage popped up of police kicking in some people's heads in the airport, in Manchester airport. And I immediately jumped to the side of, oh, look at what they're doing, abuse of power, da 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 da. But then Gary, you filled me in on what happened there. So should we watch the footage, or do you want to just tell me about it?
Yeah, no, I said this. My view is slightly different. I'm not defending the piece, but my view is slightly different.
You told me, innit?
Sorry?
You told me
about the police kicking in the people in Manchester.
Yeah, and why they did it. Was it you? You're the one that told me the reason.
What, that they broke her? No, they broke the.
Yeah.
I think it was Gary told me and I told you. Yeah. So let's watch the footage, and then let's see what you think. No sound, I take it.
This is the first. This is all. This is where it starts. I think not it starts.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
oh, raw.
He's a
They're scrapping.
Yeah.
Oh, is that because they've tased him? Is that why his
No,
body's
they haven't tased him yet. Oh, that's the first part, and then there's a second part where it shows you their kick, where
He just kicked him in the head, but it just cut off just at that point.
No, but then he kicks him, and he kicks him twice in the head, and then he goes and kicks his brethren in the head, or knees his brethren in the head.
Okay.
As well.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how. I think 100% chat should get banged. If you're going to be fighting police, you're going to get mashed up. But at the same time, it's the kick in the head when they're powerless that I don't understand. I don't know if I.
You sound really robotic, Nat.
Oh.
It's not going to work because I can hardly hear what you're saying.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, what did you do there?
Is it better?
But now it's echoing.
Is it echoing? Let me take the echo off.
That's not echoing no more.
There you go. It's yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you done it.
But there seems to be a lot of this police brutality again, because there was another one in America where he's a tall black guy being handcuffed, and then it's a black police officer and a white one, and the white police officer he's not doing nothing. He's just standing there, and at one point he's turned round, and the guy just punched him in the face for no reason. The guy's handcuffed behind his. They've handcuffed him. They're not telling him why he's been arrested. Asking what am I being arrested for? He's turned round slightly, and the white guy just gone and punched him, and the black guy just standing up there, big tall guy.
Yeah,
and anyhow, this man is released.
Yeah, just with the Manchester thing, as I said, like there's lots to it. Cause, I mean, there's another bit because they said it started when they were on the plane and they were taken off the plane, and then they got to that bit, and that bit is where one of the guys is talking to the police officer, and the police officer bangs his head into the machine, and then his brother comes to defend him and starts licking the police officer, and then that's when the fight kicks off, and you see my man throwing
then the
punches.
police started it then.
Well, it started. They said it started from the whole video. There's another video when it's on the plane, so it started from on the plane. But as I said to you already, and I don't absolve the police from kicking someone in the head, right? But like I said to you, if I was out with you, Charlene, or Natalie, for example, on Oakley Street, and some man thump you in the nose and broke your nose bridge, and if he's on the floor, I'm gonna kick him in his head. What? I'm like, hold on. If you're out with your children or somebody that you love or care for, and then somebody breaks their nose, and they're on somehow you end on the floor, you're gonna kick them or give them a dash.
Man looked like he was already seizuring though from the
taser.
I don't know if he got tasered, but he was on the floor. But I don't know if he got tasered or
he did get tased.
I think he
was laying flat because they told him to lay flat or they're going to shoot him.
No, he tased him. He tased him. In that video that you sent me, he definitely tased him, and that's when he fell like flat like that. So yeah, he's already disarmed, isn't he?
Yeah, listen, don't get me wrong. As I said to you, the police are wrong regardless. I'm not even getting it, but I'm just saying, if I'm out with a work colleague in the army and a thing or whatever, or even a friend, and something like that happens and they get thumped and I'm defending you and they're on the floor, then we get a lash.
Saying, Gary. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You get a little kick in there,
You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me that. And it's a police officer. Like, really? You broke the woman's nose. If you say that you're gonna get away with it, all I said to Trisha, like I said to Trisha, the only thing that the guy did for me, where the police officer, because normally they'd wait to get you in a van, then give you a licking, but they did it outside.
They couldn't even wait.
Yeah,
no, because but the police are trained to handle situations such as this completely different to a civilian.
Agreed, but as I said, Everyone gets the red mist. I'm at work sometimes, and patients come in and start taking the mick, and I get a bit street with them because it's like, don't come in here trying to bad up reception staff, trying to push people out of the way. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come in there with one guy coming to my clinic like a couple of days ago with balaclava right here and balaclava here, like full of balaclava, cussing reception, trying to intimidate them. What to come out? Then have his feet up and had his feet up on the chair. And when the person asked him to take his feet off, he said, "What did he say?" The person said, "Are you all right?" So he said, "Yeah." He goes, "Why?" "Because you got the feet on the chair." "Well, if you want me to take my feet off the chair, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you just ask me?" Why did we need to ask you that?
Yeah, just take your feet off the chair. Yeah.
Then he wants to get on gas with the people. And then, so I said, all them situations, that's why I said, yes, you're professional and you're trained to do a job and you're meant to do it professionally and not being. But everyone leaves. I'm not saying police officers should be sacked, no argument. I'm not even arguing with that. It's not even a debate about it. But I'm just saying, I can't argue with him. You mean you broke my colleague's nose and I'm standing in front of me? Really?
Yeah.
And I'm police? Really? Nah. And then you got the whole of Manchester. You got the whole of Manchester and thing out there on the street. And then what annoys me the most is everything gets politicized. You get idiots like 30p Lee Anderson, the MP, coming from Reform MD, saying that he feels police should be the police did the right thing. They should have kicked him up some more and this, that, and the other. And he deserved everything he got. And then you've got the guy's solicitor saying the police tried to assassinate him. Jog on, brother. I'm sorry, I can't hear that. Everyone using this language to kind of heat up the community and stuff like that. You mean? Yes, the video's big. The video's bigger than it is. Don't get me wrong. It's not just that the police officer done what he done wrong, but I said before, I'm not absolving people. I'm not absolving anybody from their responsibility. You mean if you're gonna, even I've been pulled over by the police, and I've gone on like a little mug sometimes in police officers trying to push their buttons, and then things happen, and it's like, oh, it's all the police fault. Don't come on, don't take the mic.
Davina's saying, I mean, if they punch my mum in the face, and that's the best example you can give me, then if you attack my mum, or it's on, isn't it? So I get it.
I'm gonna kick you in the head.
T Smooth says good evening. I can't actually see who's watching.
T Smooth says
showing me everybody, but T Smooth says good evening. So good evening to everyone that's watching. Can we ask that if you are watching, that you share this live to your page, so we
and just give us a wave so we can see you.
Give us a wave, let us know what one. So so I don't know. So condolences to Sonia Massey and her family. I do think that this is something that's going to continue. I do think it's something that is going to get worse before it gets better, because so Fidel's saying he was tasered on the floor. He couldn't move. All they had to do was handcuff him. Why kick him in the head and knee him when he was harmless?
Yeah.
Alfred,
that's my thing. Like, okay, it looks wild. The kick in the head looks wild when he's on the floor, and it's in the head. Some people might not survive that.
I hear you, Natalie, but as I said before, if it's honestly, if it's me, and I'm not saying I'm a police officer, I'm not a police officer, but if I was in the same situation, things happen. I mean, I'm just I'd like to. If I was out with a family member and something like that happened, or even my partner, or even a good girlfriend, and that broke her nose. I'm a work colleague that I'm working with, and someone broke her nose, thump her up.
You're not thinking about the body part. You just think you want to just hurt them.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. The boy, don't get me wrong. He was wrong. He should be sacked. not even arguing with it. And I'm not even saying, I'm not even saying if I did it that I shouldn't be sacked because I think I should be sacked. If I did it and it caught on the camera, I should be arrested for assault. Not a argument, but I gave you a good kick. You know what I mean?
You're happy. You'll be happy with that.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Sophia Forrest says apparently they found a cyst on his brain after a scan.
That's what I mean. You can't just be kicking people in the head.
But that was coming from his solicitor, yeah? The solicitor chat's bare far. The solicitor says,
the police allegedly punched his mum in the face. So of course he would cook off.
No, but see, from what I saw in the video,
that's what T Smooth is saying as well.
What's that?
Uniform or no uniform, Red Devil missed. If mum gets touched, it's all over.
No, I don't
so
know.
It sounds...
I think he's talking about his mum. I'm not too sure. I don't think he's talking about the mum.
Yeah, but they're saying that they're saying that his mum got punched.
I don't think the mum got punched.
So. Okay.
From when I was watching it, I didn't see no mum get punched, and none of the reports I heard is mum got punched on the news. They said that it started with the brother being arrested, and the brother got his head pushed into the machine, and the other brother come to defend him, and that's that showed. You see that bit on the video. The mum was there trying to protect him, but the mum didn't get. She looked like she got licked.
Right.
From the video, from that video, the video that we just watched. That's the first. So the middle part where where the police officer got a nose broken, they were fighting the police, but the mum didn't get beat now. So they said it started from on the plane. It will happen on the plane, and then they got taken off the plane, and then it all kicked off there.
Then it all kicked off from there.
But like I said to people, when you're on, I've been on lots of airplanes, and people have been taken off planes. You got to behave yourself on planes. They don't take no foolishness on planes at all.
They don't play. It's terrorism, mate.
Any sort of kicking off on a plane, they will take you off the plane. They will turn plane around and think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fidel saying if it was a black police officer that kicked a white boy in his head, watch the uproar.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
News isn't always a true source of information. I believe there was an incident in baggage and the officers approached to question them. I don't know, but all we know is that he's kicked them. He's kicked him in his head.
And he's wrong.
Yeah. 0 tolerance on flight incidents. Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. Me, I don't take none of the people then plane that they say I can't take on the plane. I don't talk too loud. I ain't got no time for it. I just want to get to my destination quick. And I don't want no trouble. Do you know what I mean? I don't want no trouble.
We went to St. Lucia one year. So, we do the thing in St. Lucia. So I went to St. Lucia one, and there was quite a few DJs on the plane. One of the DJs, well-known DJs, it was proper stupid though, but I don't say. So you sit at the back of the plane, you've got the flight attendants that sit and they've got the curtain. So there was a newspaper there. So one of the DJs touched the paper and was reading it. So the flight attendant come with his attitude self, right? About who told you could touch the paper? So the person goes, I'm just reading the paper, innit? Let it go. You're stealing my paper. I said, don't be stupid. Argument started the plane. So everyone's cussing and arguing and rare tear. Where we got to St. Lucia, police waiting for us.
No.
For a newspaper.
They escorted us. Well, they escorted the DJ off the plane, and everyone else got off with him, and then went to the back and stuff. And there was a thing. And then Virgin said he couldn't fly back. He barred from Virgin.
Oh
what?
God.
Yeah. I remember that year proper clear. When I think about it now, I have to laugh. It was really stupid. It was literally, I read the person was like, cool, brother. Yeah, man, I'm just reading the paper. Not a big deal. Yeah, what's the issue? You never asked, and you went back there. You can't go back there and pick up the paper, and you've stolen the paper. So they argued. There was an argument on the plane, and then everyone was like, "No, calm down, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go." Next minute, we got to St. Lucia as we land. Could everyone please stay in your seats?
Did you just know from that moment? Did you just know from that moment?
It said, everyone stay in your seats. Because you know when the seatbelt sign come off, everyone stay in your seats. And then the doors opened, and then you saw, you know, Caribbean police all look sharp.
Yeah, like soldiers.
Him. What's taking me? What foot? Yeah, come off the plane. Yeah,
for a newspaper.
Yeah.
So how did he get back? Did he have to pay another fare with another?
He had to go British Airways. I think he came back British Airways.
Wow. Wow.
I said,
okay. Well, that was just exercising power.
When you're on airplanes, you have to do what people say. Even
behave yourself. Behave yourself. Seriously. All right. Next topic. So Gary brought this to my attention. So what's this dude's name? He is a Dutch beach volleyball player, Steven van de Verde.
Right.
Raped a British girl of 12. So he was 19. Gary, do you want to tell the story?
Yeah, so it is a Dutch volleyball player. When he was 19, I think he's 26, 27 now. When he was 19, he was chatting to a young lady on the internet in England. The young lady happened to be 12. So he came over to meet her. The little young girl said that she told her mum and dad that she's going to stay at a friend's house. She met this guy and said that she loved him and they loved each other.
Oh, bro.
They went to a hotel. A hotel wouldn't let them in. I shouldn't laugh. The hotel wouldn't let them in. So they went to a different hotel, Premier Inn, and that hotel wouldn't let them in. So then they ended up getting some cardboard and sleeping outside the back of the hotel under the stairwell and had sex there a couple times. Didn't use emergency. When they finished in the morning, he told her to go to a sexual health clinic to get emergency contraception. So when she went to the sexual health clinic, they said to her what happened. She told him that her boyfriend, obviously her boyfriend's older than her, she's under the age of consent. So they reported it to social services. Social services come to the house. It all came out about this guy, this thing. The guy knew she was 12, but had gone back to Holland. They deported him from Holland back to the UK. He stood trial, got done for sexual abuse and blah blah, rape of a minor. Two or three cases of rape of a minor. Got 3 years in prison, served a year, and then's gone back to Holland. And now he's been selected for the Dutch Olympic squad as a volleyball player. So he's in the Olympics. So people are cussing and saying, "What the hell is he doing there?" So they asked one of the British athletes about it, or one of the British ex-athletes, and she said, I think she bespoke, but she said, well, he's served his time, so he should be allowed to compete, and I support him in what he does. So now the whole world started cussing her, and now it's all come out and stuff, and they're talking about do you think he should be competing in the Olympics or not be competing in the Olympics.
He needs to be castrated and sat down. That's what he needs.
He's segregated from the team, apparently. It speaks volumes. And that this one.
My son is 12. Could you imagine Mason going through all of that?
Exactly.
They're children. They are children.
Well, it's done. It's a good few years ago now. So they were saying, but do you think he should be in the Olympics? And me and Trisha had a conversation about it, and Trisha said he can't work. Did you say he couldn't work for what? I can't remember. He can't be doing no job or whatever like that.
I don't think. I mean, me and Gary have the most interesting debates because Gary's saying, well, look, if you've done your time and you've paid your dues, and does that mean you've made a mistake? You made a mistake when you was 19. Does that mean that you're punished for the rest of your life? And I had to really go away and think about it. And I've come back and I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
If you're a child.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There's some crimes that I just think
sit somewhere.
Yeah, man. Child raping, one of them.
So what does he do for the rest of his life?
Hope that he lives a better life the next one.
No, seriously. So you're going to pay your taxes are going to pay for him for the rest of your life. For him to sit at home watch TV.
I beg. Just sit somewhere. I'll pay for that.
Okay.
Because I think, of course, there's certain things we're thingy, but you see them things there, not that. I have a current 12-year-old and he's a baby, very intelligent, but they're children. Like living with a 12-year-old, I can tell you, they are children. You did all of that. All of that. No.
And you know, when I went away and I thought about it, Gary, he was 19, she was 12, right? And they got turned away from 2 hotels. So 2 hotels said, no, blood, you're not committing that in here. Get out of there. Absolutely not, right? And you had to have sex with this child so badly that you slept with her in the street under a stairwell. And then you hopped on a plane and said, sort out your own fucking birth control. Are you kidding me?
You're
19, she's 12, and you just left her and said, blood, deuces. Yeah. After raping her in the street, you left her to sort out her own birth control.
Listen.
He had an intention.
He's wrong. I'm not even getting that. I'm saying, so the whole debate is that he's a talented athlete. What happens to him now?
R. Kelly's talented.
What?
It's in prison.
R. Kelly's talented.
31 years in jail, blood.
R. Kelly's talented.
Yeah. So
Ro Harris is talented.
Yeah. Well, talented.
Bill Cosby's talented.
Timmy, go on.
Yeah. Anyway, Harvey Weinstein's talented. I get it. But what do you do with him? That man had big lives outside. What do you do with him for the rest of his life?
Business.
I don't care. It's a fact that he intentionally.
You don't care. So he can't leave the house. He can't walk street. He can't get a job. He can't do this. He can't. What?
Listen, go Nissa local and go get your drink. Go whatever.
Watch. Be a farmer.
Do what you want. Be a farmer. Go and live off the grid. Go somewhere. Yeah, but to be on front street like in the Olympics. Certain privileged jobs because you've got a talent. So what? He's also got a talent of taking 12-year-olds and convincing them to sleep with him under the stairs.
So T-Smoothie said, hell yes. The man raped a 12-year-old. I repeat, 12-year-old man for go sweep streets.
Because if you think about it, Gary, it's not just any old job. As Natalie said, you're going in the Olympics, you're getting, these special treatment and going to nice places and stuff. So as far as concerned, what he did was intentional. You got moved from 2 hotels. Yeah.
Okay.
You could have just said loud, but you was
that should have been his cue.
Why would you want to put yourself in that position to want to? What was so good about this 12-year-old that you wanted to sleep with her, and then you're gonna, and then to make it even worse, you want to then do a job, as they call it, in the Olympics. No.
Can I ask you a question, right? It's a straight up question. I know it's a different thing. If that guy had done all that, done his time in prison, come out and won £200 million in the lottery, right?
That's different.
And the people are saying, nah, he's a criminal. He shouldn't be able to play the lottery. Right? It's not fair. He's going to live a privileged life. This, that, and the other. It's the same kind of principle. Is it that he served his time and he should come out? Or is it from that, there's nothing you can do to redeem yourself, and there's nothing. So for the next, say he lives for another 60 years, that's it.
Yeah,
I think it's different, because if he comes out and he throws a quid on a scratch card and he wins, then he wins. That just so happens to be your luck. No one can't take away your money.
We're not putting him in those positions, though.
Yeah, but I just think he should have been a life ban. Someone said something earlier about a ban.
Are banned with Olympics? If you have, or am I wrong? Because I thought if you had a criminal record.
No, so basically with the Olympics, if you're in the thing, the Olympics hasn't got no rules about that. There's not, because they don't assume anyone's going to do that. They've got no rules about it to say that about bringing the Olympics into history or anything like that.
If you rape a child.
In England, he couldn't be part of the Olympic team, but the Dutch Olympic team doesn't have that rule, so he can be part of the team. And they selected him.
That's ridiculous, because the Olympics is so strict usually. You always hear people being like they've been, they're not allowed to play, join in for a certain amount of time. You drink fizzy drink, you're banned for 6 months, but the man can rape a child and come back like nothing.
Well, if he did it in 19, he was in prison for a year, so he missed the Olympics before. He missed 2 Olympics.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
He got 4 years or 3 years. He served at part of the time, and then he was deported back to
he never
the Netherlands.
The privileging on a different level.
He never do no time. He never get. You said you got sentenced for 4 years, but only did a year. You never did no time, Virgin. Then you want to get charged. Nah.
Because I actually was saying, I don't think he could even, if the Olympics was in England, I don't think he was even allowed to be back in the country, because you got deported, you're not allowed back in.
Yeah, rightfully so. Lock up your picnic then.
I mean, it was 8 years ago, so it's
that's fresh.
Gone.
T Smooth is saying, if athletes get barred for ingredients in Vicks, then a convicted rapist of a 12-year-old should have a life ban. I agree.
There you go.
I agree, T, for sure. Sophia Forrest says, if he'd done his time and got counselling or help, then maybe give him a chance.
Nah.
In life, to do something else, but I definitely don't think to do that. I don't think to do something like that.
Give me something else you could do.
Something else.
Like what?
Everything else. I don't think you should be on a pedestal like you are in the Olympics. You shouldn't have those games. Nothing athletic that pertains to you being in the public eye or anything like to be celebrated like that. I know.
I mean, what I did say at the time, obviously, and I said, the thing would hurt me if I was the 12-year-old. Obviously, she knows better now what's happened. It wasn't love, blah, blah, blah. Can you imagine if he won a gold medal and he standing on the plinth? Like, and everyone see him and the flag gets raised, you're thinking, that's the guy who raped me.
Yeah.
And he got off light. He did a year.
Yeah.
For paedophilia. Yeah. If you do fraud, you get longer than that. He got off light. So he didn't really do his time.
It's because a lot of them in them flipping high-ranking positions are flipping child rapists themselves. It's only the black people that get the book thrown at, like R. Kelly got 31 years. But a lot of
Weinstein got a long time.
A lot of the paedophilia cases, I'm just really always shocked at how light the sentences actually are. Do you know what I mean? It's wild. It really is. What's Davina saying? Sorry, but child molesters gave up their right to second chances the moment they stepped over that line. Agreed. No, I say go be a farmer somewhere. If you want to sleep with the sheep, then go.
Well, you get more time for doing that for sleeping with animals.
Yeah.
But as I said to you, Trisha, if that's your farm, you say, no, he's not working with me because I don't want no one like that with my farm. Say, for example.
I get what you're saying, because I don't even want to say I come from a long line of criminals, but I kind of do.
Don't say that.
I don't want to say it, but it's kind of true. So, I would hate to think that people wouldn't give members of my family a second chance for mistakes that they've made in their life. You do stupid things when you're younger. You grow up. Do you know what I mean? I've got associates that have got kids that made stupid mistakes, and they're good kids, and you don't want them to be penalized for the rest of their life. I totally get it, but when it comes to child molestation, I don't get it.
The judge was really scathing. The judge was really scathing. The judge said something like, you engage conversation with this young person, and you, what the word we used, flew from Holland to blah 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 Luton, got a cab from there to to meet the young person. This is a well thought out blah blah.
He only served 1 year.
You flew miles. You didn't drive from Manchester. You flew from Holland. Yeah, took a cab, like the judge said, to go and pick up people's picnic. Went to 2 hotels, got refused from 2 hotels.
Yeah.
Went and got cardboard like a little tramp, raped the youth, and said, "Go sort out your own your contraception, because we don't want you to get pregnant. Because God forbid I would have to do
God forbid,
yeah." So, and just left her to, like, it's not right. It's not right. Go work on a farm somewhere.
I agree with you. Lucky said
Sophia's, okay, hang on. T Smooth said, Sophia Forrest, sorry, no, hon, he should not be in anything high profile about the Olympics.
What's high profile? This is the thing for me. What do you like? What many people say high profile? Obviously, the Olympic is the pinnacle. So he's not allowed to do any sports at all. He's not allowed to do any like major competitions.
Do sports, but he shouldn't be in a place of privilege. It's like it's a privileged position to be in. So many athletes work hard to get into the Olympics. That's their ultimate goal, because it's the ultimate goal. Like footballers, like you wouldn't want him to be in a football team. You'd be like, no, don't give him that. I feel like it's the same. It's the same sort of thing, like no.
Yeah, but he's a beach volleyball, so he can't play beach volleyball then.
No,
play it, but we don't want to see you play it.
You're saying you can't do it. Like
no. I'm not saying you can't do it, but you're not going to take him to represent your country. Like he should be a person that people are looking up to in any way, shape, or form. And then we have to see him just parading around, living his best life. It's insulting. Yeah, if you want to go and play volleyball, go and play volleyball with the friends and family you have left, or people that you associate with. But I don't think you should be in a privileged position where the world is watching you play and representing your country. Is that what? I'm not patriotic. I don't give a shit. But is that? But for the whole principle of it, that's what you want. He shouldn't be in that position where he's an actual representative of a country. He's somewhat that people or younger people who aspire to that would be looking up to. He shouldn't be put in a position of that kind of, I'd say, powerful influence. Absolutely. Because it just shows that it just kind of diminishes the seriousness behind what he has done, and that you can do that and still be a celebrity athlete. Get the fuck out of here, blood.
And on the other hand, it's not people do things when they're younger, and but there's making mistakes. Yeah, he didn't make a mistake. He intentionally did something.
It was what fall out.
When he knew full well what he was doing was wrong. So to do all that and then to be able to be in the limelight and everything else. No, yeah, you like I said, we can make everyone. We all do things that we've made mistakes and so forth. We want to be, you know, you do your time and so forth. But he didn't even serve any real time.
I've never accidentally slept with a minor.
You understand? You intentionally, you knew what you were doing. You went out your way to go and do it. Hop on a plane and cab and whatever. Didn't Bob yourself, you know what? I've been turned away twice by 2 different hotels. Let me go about my business. No, you went and get cardboard and no, you're taking a piece. You don't deserve to have no limelight job. As Natalie said, go and play your game with the other people, then, yeah, and be silent. Be lucky, be happy that you're alive.
So
moving on. Stephen says a nonce should have boiling hot oil poured over his dick.
You
know what? I felt that, and I don't even have one. I felt the tingle.
Whose fault is it then? Is it the Dutch Olympic team? Is it his fault?
Yes.
Or what? His fault or the Dutch Olympic team's fault?
Everybody.
Yeah.
It's the Dutch Olympic team's fault. I think that people make up rules because it started to become, well, we want to win this game. He's talented, so we're going to throw the morals out of the window because we want to win this game. So now your Olympic game is more important than the fact that he's just raped a 12-year-old. Well, not just
8 years ago.
He's raped a 12-year-old. It doesn't matter when it happened. It happened. You raped a 12-year-old. Do you know what I mean? So now winning a gold medal has become more important than that actual fact. So I think it's the Dutch Olympics
team
problem.
The selectors.
Yeah, the selectors' fault. No scathing so much that he only gave him 3 years.
No,
only served one.
Right. The judgment and did all that big breakdown of how disgusting it was, and then just gave him 1 year to serve.
No, so he gave him 3 years to serve.
Yeah, but he only served 1 year. It's just a joke thing.
Good evening, beautiful Rachel Swaby. Thank you for joining us. He sought this child out. I ain't got my glasses. He sought this child out for his own sexual gratification. He fed the child Baileys to get her drunk. Oh, I didn't know that. Before he raped her. And he has shown no remorse for his actions. So he should never, ever be put in the public eye. He is a convicted paedophile and is a danger to children due to his sexual deviances. He needs to understand that for this crime he has committed, it stays with him for the rest of his life. And I agree. Well said.
Yeah, that is it. That's it right there.
Yeah. Absolutely. And to you, I think this is Gary again. I ask, why the excuses?
You're trying to be objective. I think
making excuses. I'm just
trying to be objective.
No. I'm just asking. I'm not.
Gary always says
before. What do you do? So the thing for me is, I don't see the point of throwing people on scrap heaps, especially when you're a teenager. I mean, and then where does it go? What crime enables you to do something, and what crime enables you not to do something? What's the breakdown? So if you kill somebody, if you kill someone like Oscar Pistorius, what happens? If you, I mean, it's where do we do it? If you steal a sweet from a shop, or if you,
come on, stealing a sweet from a shop. I'm
not using that as a. I'm not using it as a thing. I'm just saying, where do you go with crimes and committing crimes about things? And for me, I'm not. If you're 19, for me, I think it's harsh that for the rest of your life you can't do anything else. To me,
what's harsh? You know what's harsh?
I know
when he had sex with a 12-year-old on a cardboard, that's what's harsh. When he didn't learn his lesson in 2 hotels, turn him away. That's what's harsh.
Yeah, I think
so. And then he hopped back on a plane and said, "Sort yourself out, contraception, love."
I know, yeah.
Sort yourself out.
I was like, this guy's taking the piss. Because when the judge broke it down, but when I was talking to you, actress, I was like, right, then what happens to the rest of the life? Like,
who cares? That's what I think. I do, because I think that's for him to figure out.
Yeah.
That's for him to figure out. And you did that now. And sometimes there's just some things you have to live with.
And he's done it. And then someone else has said, okay, you can go in the Olympics. So is that him now? Because he's done.
Yeah.
No, there's them.
It's not him who's saying he's going to Olympics. He's been selected.
Yeah, it's them.
So should he
and
be
they're
like,
all
no, I'm not
paedophiles
going?
too.
Huh?
They're paedophile enablers. They're enablers. They're enablers. I don't business. They're enablers. Yeah, because why would you go and sort man out? He's not even trying to run for it, and you're going to find him to tell him he can be in it.
Exactly.
What kind of foolishness is that?
So you're saying it's okay to do what you've done? Yeah, come and represent us, and then we'll find out who's representing the country is to somebody who's a paedophile who intentionally seeked out a child to have sex with and didn't care, and then told them,
breathing. If it was my 12-year-old,
he's lucky he's still alive.
Yeah,
him lucky he's still alive.
When he got deported from Holland. I can't remember the judge made some flippant comment. It was quite a few. When they were reading, the judge made a whole statement, and for me, as I said, obviously what he's done is abhorrent, and I'm not justified, and I would never justify it. But for me, I'm just thinking, what happens to people like that in society afterwards?
I don't know.
And I just because part of me, and maybe it's me being quite selfish, I don't want my taxes to pay for you to live at home watching TV. I don't want that. I don't want to be paid.
I get where you're coming from, Gary.
I don't want to pay for you to be at home doing nothing for the world and taking my. And you know what I mean? It's just like
there's many jobs out there that don't give you that limelight, because this is what T. Smith is saying. Imagine if he wins the gold, his status would be immortal, and his past would be buried now as he's a star.
Yeah.
So go and do a job, but just not one that's going to make you a star, or you know.
So if the Dutch Olympics want him in, this is my question. If the Dutch Olympics want him in, is the actual Olympic body going to let him partake in the Olympics?
There's no law against him participating. That's what people are kicking up noise about. There's no law to say he can't compete.
Yeah, but you couldn't drink a Pepsi Max. Fuck. Stupid. It's just stupid. If they got rules for stupid,
you can't have ingredients in. What's the ingredients in Vicks? Because
there's something in Vicks. There's quite a few things that they say are enhancing, can enhance you. If you eat certain berries and stuff like that, I mean, there's certain things they can't eat. There's lots of things you got to read the label to see what's in it and stuff, or you can get a 2-year ban or a lifetime ban from athletics for it.
Oh wow!
Imagine
some berries, but you can't get a lifetime ban for raping a youth. Make it make sense. It just needs to make sense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I bet you. See next year, next Olympics, all these little things will be. This won't happen. This won't happen again.
Right.
I heard that they said that his teammates ain't sitting with him and all kind of different things.
No, segregated. Someone else said that in the comments.
Imagine, because and as well, athletes, they take their things seriously and they work hard to get there. So they must be like, you got to be shitting me right now. Yeah. All the rules that they've got to adhere to, for fucking Rolf Harris to be sought out and be able to join the team, and they're following all these other strict rules, and they're gone and found my man to come and partake in the thingy. Do you think the team is that weak that we need that man that much?
Yeah.
You got no shame. They got no shame to be taking him on. I'd be hitting the ball in his face as regular as possible. You know, when you slap the ball downwards. Hello.
My mum said something quite controversial, and she was like, but the picnic's naughty because she lied to her parents and said she was going to her friends. So why did she do that?
But basically,
can't victim blame around here.
She was like, she's manipulative as well because she told a lie. Who's at my door?
The child tells a lie. Yeah.
Because she was saying for her to, what her argument was, all right, someone's at my door. Sorry.
Yeah, she think the girl thought young
yes,
girl
ma'am.
She thought she was in love.
I know, but I'm live.
The girl thought she was in love, and she's telling people that she thought he was her husband. They were going to get married and live happily ever after, because that's what 12-year-old girls think. That this.
If you said that to my 12-year-old, he would projectile vomit. I don't even know why she's even thinking like that at that age. Like, why is that in your psyche? It's crazy.
But even put it this way, regardless of whatever's going through her head and whatever he was telling her, the fact of the matter is, he was the one who's the elder. He knows what he was doing. So, like I said, you put away the fact that you know how old she is, and even if you didn't know how old she was, and then you get there and you're looking at her thinking, you don't look like you're over the legal limit, the legal age. Back off, like, go about your business. But you looked at her, but you
he knew she wasn't,
and that makes it even worse. So that's what I'm saying to you. The whole go back to again. It was intentional. You went and through so much expense to go sleep with a 12-year-old. What, you can't find nobody where you live to go sleep in?
What's wrong with you, rude boy?
Like, seriously, you're sick, and then to be competing in athletics. No, go to a supermarket and go find a job and do that.
And even people's fitness not safe in the supermarket.
Well, you ain't safe nowhere, but
I don't like that.
Money.
He was screaming, he was a victim. Yeah, and that's what I expect. Because Mum was like, she lied. Why did she lie to her parents? There's an element of manipulation there. She lied to her parents, and she kind of said, well, then if she went to that kind of extent, that's consent. But I'm saying it's not.
Can't consent under the age of 13.
It like you guys are saying, she was groomed, she was a victim, she was manipulated. So then she was manipulated, and then that's why the lies then came for her to get out, because she's thinking that she's in love. Whereas go on.
So you can't, as I said, you can't consent if you're under the age of 13. Legally in the UK, you can't consent to have sex till you reach the age of 13. And then between 13 and 16 or 15, 16, we use this thing called Fraser guidelines, the Gillard competencies.
Yeah.
Between that age, and then after 16, it's legal. But even over the age of 16, if you have sex with someone in a position of power, so even if you're 21 and you have sex with, say, someone who's a lecturer or something like that, that's illegal. The person will get arrested. So all changes up.
I know that, but my mum being old school,
even if you're 40 and you have sex with your tutor or your counselors, that's illegal.
Yeah, I know that, but my mum was stuck on the fact that she lied to her parents and said she was at the friend's house. Why did she lie? But yeah, there's no blame on her at all. She was the victim. He was 19. 7 years, was that 7 years older?
Yeah.
Going into 20. Yeah. He knew better.
Yeah, no doubt.
13 to 16 can consent to sex, but can't drink alcohol till 18. I've always wondered why that is the case.
That's technically not right. You can drink alcohol at any age. From the above 25, you can't buy it.
Okay.
It's legal. It's legal to drink alcohol in the house from the age of 5. You can't buy it until the age of 18.
These are the people that are ruling the country and ruling us.
Yeah, you can't buy it until that age. You can drink before that age, but you can't buy it until that age.
Yeah. Wow. So let's finish off. I've got one last post that was posted today, which I thought was quite funny. Some of the answers were funny. Mm-hmm. There was another post, but I'm not going to do that one because our crew are quite harsh when they're ready. So I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Is that what you know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
Cold as ice, boy. Yes. I'll send you the I don't even want to endorse the flipping beating they gave this woman for sharing her experience. I was like, you're not fucking cold.
I didn't see that. Which one was that? What's it about?
I don't even want to say her name because I like her and I've met her a few times. But someone posted a British comedian that we know in a group sharing an experience, and basically she was talking about the way that someone approached her to tell her that she looked good, and she was like, "These people need to have manners."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
The no before the crew just turned on her. Oh my god! They just started to eat her up. I was like, "What are you not doing?" I'm not going to endorse that because I don't want her to come for me either. So, do you know what I mean? You and your flipping Facebook group slagging me off online, like, and I know what that feels like. I don't like it, so I won't be doing that. But I got what she was trying to say, that in this day and age, when some guys want to talk to you, it's like it's not hard to have a little bit of manners. You don't have to approach me in these kind of roadish ways, like you don't have to talk to me like that, man.
Yeah,
and that's basically what she was saying. Them said a girl I do too much, and as like I said, I'm not gonna get into what they said, but they were just. I'm like, this group is savage when they're ready, you know, like they're savage. But let's share this one. Good evening, Paulette. Are you listening at work? Have you just joined, or did you hear the conversation about the paedophile? Did you hear the conversation about the paedophile? Should the child rapist be allowed to compete in the Olympics? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Oh, you just joined, so you missed the whole conversation. We're going to be finished soon. Oh, bless you. I wanted to show you this now. It put me to think, because some people gave some sensible answers, but my answer wasn't sensible. So let me show you this quickly. And all of you, what would you do?
Oh, God.
So Mike Shaw's posted this. They're outside your house waiting on your daughter or your friend to come outside. What's your next move?
Whose?
So these girls are outside your house waiting for Cheyenne to come outside.
Okay, I'm not going to answer that.
Outside waiting for your daughter, Gary, or me, you, and you, Shah. We ain't got kids, but they're waiting for either one of us. What's our next move? I'm
boiling the hot water, putting bleach in it, and you say little bit of sugar, and I'm dashing it. I done it and dash it over them.
Oh, did it show? Did it share the screen?
No.
It didn't. Hang on. No. Sorry.
I want to see them. It don't matter what they look like. The outcome is the same.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it now.
All right. So these girls are waiting outside your house for your kid to come out because they've got beef with her. What's your next move?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go on.
And I'll do the same for you. What do you think my next move would be? You know me the best there, blood. I'm just going to ask you. I'm not even going to ask.
Yo, it's just not going to end well.
It's not.
You're going to go outside. You're going to go outside. You go outside on your own for a start. What would...
You know them you should jump you in it. Start swinging you around the street.
I'm not easy to swing, even with a few people on me. Yeah.
But what would be your thought process? So you're going outside to fight these kids. Would there be a thought process? Because the reason I'm asking this is because it put me to think. Because my initial reaction is I'm boiling kettle, you know. I'm boiling kettle, and I'm not, because I know if I had kids, I'm ridiculously protective over my friends and family and my friends' kids, let alone if I had my own child.
Yeah.
And these people were outside waiting for my child. The cheek of it outside my door. it wouldn't end well.
Before I go out, I'd go out because I'm not waiting for no one. I'm not sure. But before I go, all I'm saying is everyone's got people.
Yeah.
So, and I'm outside. The thing is, as well, where it's my child, I've been in certain situations already. No one's ever come to my house, but I've been in situations with her where I've had to go up to groups of young people and just shut shit down. So I would definitely be out there.
But remember when we was talking about when that young boy was touching on his girlfriend's butt and the dad reacted badly?
That's the first thing that comes to my mind, you know. I'm actually thinking about that.
So
like,
if we are going to fight kids, are we the same as that dad?
No, because the daughter was consensual. Yeah, for one point. This one is trying to mash these picnic. I think they're going to bully my children. And you think you can come, you're bright because you can bully everybody because you did come to my house knowing that I live in that house as well. That you're going to mash up my child outside my house in front of me. Lessons need to be learned today.
Would you just not? Would we not call the police?
No.
To be honest, I'll probably go and try and find out what happened first. What why are these people outside the house for? Or have a conversation. It wouldn't be just. I've been in. Oh, obviously you lot have been to my youth club. So an incident happened at my youth club where a very famous actor came to the youth club because his son got slapped. He came in the youth club kicking up, like, kick down doors, screaming, we're all rubbish youth workers, huh?
Kicking the door, waving the 4-4, like
basically, right? He just ran in there. He come in, you lot are fucking swearing, cussing. Big youth club with you. You've been to the youth club and seen downstairs where you have everyone's chilling, and he's come in there. All the kids are like they know who he is because they see him on TV. They see, and I'm like, what the hell? So we're like, can I have a word with you? Like, no, I talking to you. I'm looking for this youth. I'm looking for this youth. Where is he? Went up. So one of the youth workers took him upstairs, him and his son, and then we found the youth. We brought the youth upstairs to him, and he was there railing. When the youth told him the story, the actual story, my man had to humble himself. He was like, "You never told me that. That's not how you." Is that what happened? Yeah. Well, kind of. So basically, his son was outside with two girls. Another boy came up to the girl and said, "I think you're nice. Can I have your number?" The son said, "Move and go away." The person goes, "I'm talking to you. Stay out of my business." Started to run off his mouth. So the youth turned around and slapped him and told him, "Shut up." Kept on chatting to the girl. Then the dad was like, "That's not the story you told me." Like, had to come back downstairs to the youth club, apologize to all the parents, all the people in the youth club, and say he's really sorry. He didn't know he just defended his son and this, that, and the other. But now he knows the full story. You know what I mean? The conversation is different. Why you run off your mat when you don't need to run off your mat? It's that type thing. So
trying to show yourself in front of the girl.
Me, I think I'd find out what happened first before.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I get that, but the reason why I don't care now is, again, there's
Come to my yard.
with army, so I don't give a fuck now about what's happened. It's just we're going.
Right. I had that happen to me once.
You can't come to my house. You can't come to my house with an army of people for my child. You've got to set boundaries. I feel like we're in an era now as well where people have to know you can't do. That's not the house you can do that at. You can't bring yourself to my house to fight my
child
for all of you, for one child, my child.
And that's how they move now. Davina saying my initial reaction would land me in prison, and for something like this, all senses would leave me. Not my cup, straight. And I was at my stockist in Brixton Village the other day, and one of the other traders, she came in and she was telling my stockist that she allowed her daughter to go to a fun fair like type thing in Brockwell Park. And these girls, she's been really working hard and doing really well at school. She's not naturally, like she was saying, that out of her two kids, one is like naturally clever, whereas the other one has to work really hard at it. But she's been working really hard to get good grades and to do well at school. And this bunch of girls have been like approaching like different ones of her friends and asking them to bring her to certain locations so that they can mob her. And they managed to get through to one. They asked different people who didn't engage in it, and then they asked one girl who sold her out. And at this park, walked her into 7 girls, and they kicked the shit out of her. Stand by, takes her phone, looks in her phone, calls mum and says, you need to get here. So calls on the daughter's phone and says, you need to get here as soon as possible. But what struck me in all of that is, A, she didn't call the police, she called the mum to get there as soon as possible. But I think the first call should have been to the police, and then the second call should have been to the mum. But no one got involved. No one gets involved. It's like these kids really run things on these streets. Like, we are frightened of these kids. So I was like, right. So as adults, I mean, I've never seen it. Thank God I've never been in a position, because you do have to think a lot of them carry knives. So are they stab you? What's going to happen? But I don't know. I would like to think that I'd be brave enough to be like, that's not running, you know. You lot can't beat her up like that. Stop.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let alone you come to my door. Well, I got pulled off of no bravado by the police from the last person that came to my door. So,
I saw a young you getting bullied down in Mare Street outside a shop. It was so little bit. 3 of them. I'm going to the shop doing what I didn't come out, and they're still and then when I clocked it, I was like, hold on a minute. So 3 of you on the one boy. Why?
Yeah, it's. You were saying something like this happened to you. Did people come to your yard?
Yeah, I got into me and this one girl in my state. We was going at it, and she had a problem with me. I didn't have a problem with her. So she antagonizing me, and I just lost it one day. We went at it. It was 1-on-1, and then she decided that she wants to come with her. She got beat up. She decided she wants to come with her other friends. Then outside my door. Not down my door, but downstairs at the flats, shouting around. My mum's like, what the hell's going on? So I just boiled the water, put salt in it, put bleach in it, got the bucket, and dashed it over into them. And I was like, what, you know what I mean? You got beat up, now you just got done now again. You're wet. You just got, oh my God, what did you do? Oh my God, what are you putting out of bleach? She said, she just high-fived me. She goes, go on. I just dashed a beat up to there. No, you got done again, so fuck off.
Something that happened to me, not to me. So Woodland Road, Trisha. Tottenham.
Yeah.
So where it goes to St Anne's Road, the junction where it splits to go green lanes. I was driving one time down there, and I come out, I saw a big circle of people, like maybe about 30 people. So, just being nosy, I see, well, go on. And when I come out of my car, I see a black youth on the floor and these 2 white guys hitting him with metal bars. So I'm like, what's going on? And no one's answering me. The black guy looked at me. They're trying to kill me. I was using a telephone box and they're trying to kill me. So I tried to get involved, and then I got a little thing at my car and I'm arguing with the guy. And basically, one of them ran off. We chased that one guy, held him down. Police come, arrested him. I was vexed afterwards because I had to go court and stuff. The black youth decided that eventually, he had cuss in his head, blood pouring out everywhere. Then he decided that he's dropping the charges because it kept on going back to court, and they kept throwing it, doing something and throwing it out. I remember speaking to him afterwards and said to him, brother, I risked my life for you, and you're not taking this to court. Like, literally. Right. You literally have to give you a beating, because if my mum ever saw me come out of the car and get involved in that, I would get licked up by my mum. and all my family, like putting myself at risk for you.
Put yourself at
You're not
risk.
taking this sport. So I mean, I do get involved in things that I probably not meant to get involved in, like on the streets. I try to break things up all the time, but yeah, sometimes I mean it's not appreciated, and people don't do the right thing. People don't do the right thing.
And in this day and age, I mean, when we was growing up, we used to fight, but with fists. It weren't. We used to fist fight. We were proper old school. Now it's knives, it's bottles, it's guns, it's gangs, it's girls as well as guys like that are moving mad. So it's worrying. But let's see what our No Bravado Massive said before we sign off.
I would introduce him to my limb remover, Stephen.
I was gonna ask Stephen, what's the limb remover? What did they say? Let's hang on. Let me look at all the comments. So that was me. I said it would. That's straight kettle. And not too much talking, especially if I'm at a height.
Even worse.
Yeah, even worse. If I can dash it down on you, and I don't even have to come outside, it might even be that, some brown sugar in it, and I use that.
It's just long.
Call my Zalika said I'll call my little ghetto cousin and come with her friends. The audacity to come to my house.
The audacity to come to my house.
Yeah. And they would now. They would. I was like, I love them ghetto members of family. In fact, I'm one of them. It's not front. I'm on the ghetto side, to be fair. Seth said, I've got something for them chops. What's happened there? I've got something for them.
So bright, man. So bright.
Yeah. Imagine, that's another thing. If you got a dog, that's the best. Just set the dog on them, isn't it? Do it there. David Maiden Shaw said, "You ready, Shabba?" I'm looking for one comment in particular. Hang on. The benefit of doing the slideshow, because you used to put your favorite comments up without having to look for them live. But got something for them. Staying right inside, says Honor. And that, do you know what? That's the grown up adult thing to do, I guess.
I just don't do well in them situations. I don't. In bullying situations, or them situations where it looks like you're going to overpower me or the situation. I kind of react. I'll go for it, if that makes sense. It sends me. I don't know why. It's a trigger for me.
If you feel like you're being bullied, me too.
Yeah, I'll go straight. We're going to go. We're going to go.
They made and said the thing that wouldn't bother me, as nothing would happen, but I'd be more concerned when I'm not there if they turn up at the house. Tia Joy said she's going out. Cheryl said meet my dog. Lada said called cops.
I'm sending Carter. I'm sending Carter outside.
Little terrorist. Click, boom. That sounds deadly. Click, click, boom. Leave them there and just wave from the window with a weapon in my hand. Ask if they're sure and give their parents a courtesy call and give their parents my address where to pick them up at in whatever mash condition they're going to be in.
I don't know who these people's parents are no more.
Yeah.
I don't think we got time for that in this situation. You've just got to lick them down so that they go back to their parents and their parents come, and then you can then get it cracking with the parents.
Yeah, look down the parents as well. Why were your kids here? Why haven't
Why
you
are
taught
you
them
at my house?
Quaker grits? Would boil 2 pan full of Quaker grits. Martin Hicks said, call some broke man them to come over. Women can't stand being anywhere near broke brother. They're so stupid. I can't. This group are too funny.
Oh god.
Getting a hose to cool them down. Pure off-key weave and eyelash would get blown off. The floor would be a muck of all those bright colours, makeup. Laughing out loud. Wash off their makeup, boy, with a hose. Jet. And trust me, one would have to hang on. And trust me, the one I have loved to eat. Seriously, though, all jokes aside, I will simply call the cops. He's talking about his dog. Karen said, pew, pew, pew. This group is deadly, you know. Someone said click, click, boom. So we're trying to kill people out here, boy. Arena said, put the kettle on. Put a pot to boil on the cooker and add some syrup and sugar. I've got something for your asses. I would spray bug spray and watch the roaches disappear. We're click, click, booming again.
I'll put my bonnet on. I've got bonnets too. The fuck? I'll put my bonnet on, my trainers or my sliders. I'll come out just like you.
Base of the hot piss, says Davina. Then a kettle of hot water to wash it off outside my house, you know. And not my yard, for real. I'm staying inside and I'm calling the police, says Alicia. It's the smartest thing to do in this day and age.
The problem with that is nothing gets sorted. You call police, the youths them get vexed, and then when they see your child on the street by themselves, everything goes off. You need to make sure it's sorted there and then, and it doesn't happen
That's
again.
What I mean. So, I feel like you need to make a statement that you could never come to my house. Like that was the worst thing that you could have done. As much manners that are. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like I feel like where we are today, you need to let people know that that can't happen. You have to do that somewhere else, but it can't happen.
And the first thing about and someone said about talking to parents. Some of these parents are co-signing this bullshit.
Yeah.
Some parents actually worse than the bloody kids. Them.
Yeah. There's a particular because he had me in fits. I was howling. He was like, fuck them kids. I'm going to bust them up.
Basically, I'm sorry. This is a situation where I'll be like, man, fuck them kids. Beat them kids. Beat them kids like Hebrew slave. Beat them kids.
Oh, where is he?
Sorry.
I can't find him.
And the fact is, parents are already protective over their kids. So you've already got that. No one's going to let you. I wouldn't even let you hit my kid on a one-on-one. I would not let that happen. Then on top of that, you're coming to my house. And on top of that, you're bringing bare people to my house.
Yeah.
It's just too many layers for me to go buck wild for. Do you know what I mean? There's just too much things.
But don't you remember when them kids did that to that little black girl outside the school, and all the parent come down with the little kind of gypsy looking children, and they beat up the black girl outside the school.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you know what? That would be heaven to me, only because it was the adult. I couldn't wait. I wouldn't be able to wait to find the mum, you know.
But with that one, wasn't she defending her friend was getting picked on, and she was defending her friend? Is it the same one?
I don't know.
The one where she was defending her friend, and the gypsy girls come back onto her because she was sticking up for her friend who wasn't doing nothing, and then the friend ran off, and I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, I can't find it, which is a shame because he had me in fits. But he was like, I'm sick of these kids. They're fucking rude. Fuck them. I'm going to beat them. Everyone's getting beat.
Bernie Mac style. Beat them till I see the white meat.
Yeah, just going to bust them up.
Sometimes you have to get a lesson in life from a younger age so that you will never do that stupid shit again.
Yeah. Paulette said, as Trisha Blake mentioned, people don't want to get involved in these wars as you may become the casualty. Yeah, because it's not like how it was when we were growing up at all. If the gang were brave enough to come to my child's place of safety, by the time I get to the door, the radiation family would be all going to jail. Is that what? Am I reading this right? Because I haven't got my glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to jail that day. The police are coming, and definitely not. The police are coming, and they're not going to know who to arrest. They're just going to arrest everybody.
The worst thing about it is that you probably get arrested because you've gone out to them. If they come into your yard, then you can say you're it. Because you've gone out to them, you're one to probably be arrested and say they'd be like, "Oh, it's you because you've gone out to them. You should have stayed in your house and called."
You came to my house.
Yeah, come knock to my door.
As I'm walking out, and I know what I'm like, I'll be on the phone, either to Trisha or to someone else, and I'll be like, "Yo, these think they're coming to my house." As I'm
drag on trainers.
It's just to be horrible. It just be a horrible state of affairs, and I hope that my daughter got bullied once in school, and it was relentless, and the school were dealing with it, and they weren't dealing with it, and they were dealing with it, and then it went to social media, and then I was like, "Listen, deal with it to the school before I deal with it."
It went to social media.
Yeah, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snapchat, and it was just all hateful things. Yeah, just for no reason. They were all stupid things. They didn't even have reason, and even in the screenshots from the messages they were sending around, it was for no reason. I don't care. I just hate her with a stupid face. That all stupid shit. I was like, okay. I was walking her to school one day. She was in year 10 or something, and I saw the group outside the shop. So Shan was like, I said, nah. They were all looking in their group. I took off my bag. I said, hold my bag. I went over to them in their uniform. I don't care how crazy or stupid I looked for arguing with a bunch of year 10s. Yeah. I cussed them out one by one. And one of the girls was looking at me like, I said, fix your blood clot face. Yeah. I called her ugly and all sorts. I was so angry. I went to hell. Yeah. This is a kid. Yeah. I called her ugly. I said, you're a hater because you look at your dirty face. I was just getting her together. I said, if I see anything else, I'm getting you all together and your parents. You can tell your parents. I was that angry. I was calling on their parents to them. I was telling everyone. Anyway, I had the school called me about 45 minutes later. Miss Boxer, I'll never forget her because she was useless. She was useless. And then she's like, you can't approach. I said, I didn't approach them in your school. Yeah. I was outside. You're not going to tell me what to do outside. They're bullying her. This has been going on for ages. You haven't managed it. They're still in uniform. They're not excluded. Nothing's going on. Yeah. They're outside the school. They're not even outside the gate. You're not doing anything. So it's either that or I take her out the school and I just take this to hell. Like, to hell. But then they were just like, you can't approach her. If you approach them, the kids, if you ever approach the kids again, we're going to have to call the police. I said, call the police. And one of the girl, funnily enough, I know her mum.
Right.
So I was like, told my nan, get the mum's number because I'm done. Because my nan knows her mum.
Right.
So I got the mum's number and she was like, no, she wouldn't do that. I said, I've watched the girl be rude to talk to you like a dog. Yeah. So why are we talking like this is such a surprise? Because Cheyenne can't talk to me like how your daughter talks to you on road. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we're not doing all that. So it just kind of went all that, but you just get a fire in your, I don't know, man. There's just a fire in your body. Sometimes you have to go to war for these children, but it was hell. That was hell because the emotion that you feel just from what they're doing to your child emotionally, let alone if they were hitting her. They never hit her because I think as well they kind of knew in that school Cheyenne's mum and dad's a little bit tapped like that. They're not going to have it, but they could do the Snapchat thing. Do you know what I mean? But just how it affected her, I will never forget that.
Yeah.
And sometimes when she would show me things, it was so bad I wouldn't want to look. I couldn't see it. You know, when you're just like, I can't look. It's not nice. So to have these people come up now to your house to kind of physically attack your child in their home, the whole place is going to burn down, the whole street. Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible feeling when it's honestly, it's just the worst thing. When it's anyone you love, even when it's your good friend, you just want to kill everybody. Do you know what I mean? You just go buck wild. It's horrible. And these kids are bright with it. They take it too far.
Do you remember that, Trisha, when I played you the video of the thing of my daughter when she was getting that girl asking her for money I played?
What? I'm not
when I'm with you now, I'll let you listen to the voicemails. So basically, this girl was asking my daughter for money, and it was sent the text like basically saying, "Blah blah, you can give me some money for something." And so my daughter said, I haven't got money. And then she said, but you always say you've got lots of money. And then she said, give me your bank card. And because her bank card locked. So my daughter said, no, if you want your bank card, just block your card. And then it went another, and then the girl said, basically, if you don't give me your money, give me your bank card, I'm gonna break your leg, I'm gonna chop you up, I'm gonna jump you at school, I'm gonna jump you over it. So
I don't know why I get no kids this your lifetime, boy.
No,
trust me.
Her mum sent it to me. Her mum sent it to me, and the mum text the girl's mum, sent all the messages, said, "I'll leave this in your hands, but we don't want it to go. All I need to say to you is I don't want this is not happening. I don't want this. I don't expect this to happen, whatever." Then the girl must have said, "Oh, she was joking," and then but the mum must have cussed, but the mum dealt with it, and then no, nothing happened again. And mum said to, "I'll leave this." Sent the message, said, because every now and again her mum goes through her phone and checks messages and checks it, and heard this conversation. It was like, "What the?" She sent me the conversation. I listened to it. I was like, and then she said, "I've dealt with it," and sent the mum a message, sent like proper like, not aggressive, but very. I don't expect this ever to happen again. Type message.
Yeah.
I'm leaving this in your hands. So and the mum said to her that she's so embarrassed. She's really sorry.
It is embarrassing.
It was like, but how you
because equally, if your kid is bullying, I'd be equally as furious if my child was bullying someone.
Bully, yeah. I found the comment. Hang on. It's bully or be bullied out right now, isn't it? So here's what
one or the other.
He says, "I've become that ghetto uncle and dad. I used to be so calm, but fuck these kids." I said, "Nah, not just the kids. Some of these grown people that won't leave you be, and then when you react, them are the victim. All bullies and troublemakers are to get a rude awakening." Because it doesn't make sense to me why people don't like you but just don't keep out your way.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't understand that. It's just keep out my way then. So he said, "Listen, I've had enough. I told my niece 17, if I have to slap up any dickhead on your behalf, age is out of the window. I'm sick of these pricks." And I was like, I hear you, because they're just, there's some great kids out there. Cheyenne being one of them. I think your daughter's amazing, and I think she's respectful and still, do you know what I mean? Respectful, still asks if she can go places in her 20s, and we know where she is. And there's some amazing kids out there, but some of them, boy, it's like, no, it's not. It's just, I don't know. I'm glad I ain't got kids in this life, put it that way.
It's hard. It's hard because it's like, what you got to navigate your life, then you got to navigate for things just pop up with them out the blue, like as well, and you've just got to you take on every single piece of emotion as well. I think sometimes even more than they do. It's just It's not nice.
It's not good.
It's not nice. No.
Stephen said, I'm like Natalie. When it comes to my children, I turn schizophrenic. Yeah.
Dude, I just see red. I just can't. I just see red. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave them alone. Like, these are my children. How dare you feel like you can kind of... That's how I feel. You have any authority over them or feel like you can just attack them or... No. Only I can attack them.
Oh, last one, unless you want to do something funny before we go.
What?
Yeah? A clip from Shits and Giggles podcast.
Go on.
Hang on, let me see if I haven't. I'll have to send it to myself. One sec. This I found disturbing, not particular, but it's not that it's funny. It's their reaction to it that has me in fits.
Yeah.
But it's oh, there it is. Hang on, let me see if I can download it. What are you watching, Gary? Because I can see Gary just veering off.
No. I'm just there's something that I had running in the background. I was checking it ain't finished.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to just making sure it don't blow up in my face.
Hang on, let me see if I can. Because I'm still not 100% sure with this setting, and then now they've changed it up. It is
Just asking before we go, have any of you watched that? I know it's a side thing, forget. Have any of you watched that film, Tyler Perry film, Divorce in the Black?
No, I haven't watched it yet. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Because I wanna watch it.
Do you like it or you don't like it? Just say that.
I think
it's got mixed reviews, hasn't it?
He portrays black people in such a negative way. I just find it bizarre. I just find the whole thing bizarre. Like, we're rather super ghetto or super... That's weird.
Can you not see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, hang on. Let me just play this and then we'll go back to that, yeah? One sec.
Is it wrong that me and my half-sister have been clarting for a year straight after finding out about each other at uni? Liverpool John Moore's uni.
It's his reaction.
I said, is it wrong? I've been sniffing my girl's mum's knickers for the longest. Even got some souvenirs of my accommodation hidden away. Bedford University.
Bedford's nasty, to be fair. I've been there a couple times.
My girl's mum's knickers. Taking them away.
That's like, it reminds me of You. You know You?
Oh, the show.
The show, not You.
Who's that guy? Oh, yeah, You. I was like, rah. Fuck. I was sleeping in my girl's apartment last night and I felt her in my bum when I was about to fall asleep. I didn't stop her because it kind of felt nice, but then she started touching my face with the same hand.
Oh no.
They crack me up though.
They do.
They are the best. They are fucking hilarious. But yeah. So I thought we'll end. But like, can you even ask a question? If you found out that you were sleeping with your half brother, you obviously have not grown up, and you found out that you were sleeping with your half brother. Of course, it's wrong. You stop immediately. No.
Immediate effect.
No, but he's saying after we started sleeping with each other, after we found out about each other at uni.
He said we've been sleeping with each other a year and a half after we found out. So I think they were dating each other, but then continued to sleep with each other a year and a half after finding out.
It's wild.
Yeah. I thought so.
Just know.
But this is why it's so important for people to know family. You know what I mean? All these random kids out there and people not knowing who's who. It's yeah. It's very dangerous, but I would think that it would give me the ick. I wouldn't want to sleep with my brother.
The ick.
Oh my God. I'd need therapy and I wouldn't continue.
I mean, fucking hell, I always ask people when they approach me if they're Dominican. It's so small that they're probably your cousin. Let alone if I found out that if someone was my half brother. Do you know what I mean? As soon as someone's Dominican, I'm like, oh boy, surnames. Because it's such a small island, everyone's always.
You just don't want no crossover, man.
You don't want no crossover. It's just safer to stay at that pool.
For real.
Let alone if you find out that someone is your
relative.
So if you come out and you have a child, is the child anyway? Let me shush. Yeah. Because does the child not come out?
Not all the time.
What is it called? What is that called? When a child comes out a certain way because the parents are siblings. Did you see that family in America, the hillbilly one?
Yeah, they could, have some genetic mutation or something. Or
why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Do you know what I mean? It's selfish.
Some faiths, or not faiths, some groups of people are kind of do have that in their thing. They're quite incestuous in their families.
Yeah,
there's quite a few like cultures that have that. Yeah, that people marry their cousins. People marry their first cousins. People marry.
Oh no, I know definitely. But the siblings.
Jenny Sunshine said the royal family.
That laugh.
Harry's spreading it out a bit now. Harry's spreading it out a bit.
Yeah, Harry go and bring in the blacks, boy. Oh dear. All right, guys. With that said, Sophia says, great chat tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for your comments and for joining us and for continuing to show up and make the group great. We just absolutely love it. So next week we're going to be back because we've been kind of trying to find our feet again. We was trying to do it weekly, but life is life and we've just not been able to keep up. So the formula wasn't broke and I don't know why I decided to change it because we was doing it every 2 weeks and it worked. So I think we probably will go back to every 2 weeks and then try and figure out how we're going to maneuver it from there. But next week we have a special guest. He did confirm, so I think I can say that Dodd, D-O-double-D, says he's going to be popping on to chop up some topics with us next week, and we're going to do a little bit of an interview and talk to him about his DJing journey, which should be interesting. So he did confirm today, so I feel like I can say it. But if he doesn't,
come on, don't play with us. We just announced you. I don't even want to hear it.
I'm going to send it. We're going to do our advert because I told him, all right, we'll do the advert. And because I double checked today before, saying, yes, Dodd's coming on. And then he don't come on. And then we just look like idiot. But I feel like if I declare it from now, if he don't come on, I'd have for me fault. You know what I mean? But he says he would, so he should.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will see you next week. And then after that, it will be every 2 weeks until we figure out what we are doing, because life's just life at the moment. We can't keep up. So but thank you for all of your comments, for making the group so funny. I do think you lot are savage sometimes, and it comes from nowhere. Like I said, that post in the group, I was like, I clutched my pearls. I was like, why are you not being so mean? What the hell?
Yeah, I do think sometimes, and it's going to be quite controversial. I do think some people, I'm going to say women, but people put comments in, like, do say things, right? Like they're entitled to certain things. Like you're entitled. People come and talk to me, need to talk to me in a certain way. Be lucky that someone's come and spoken to you.
Well, that's what they were all saying in the group. And I was like, no, she's got a right to say that. She's got a right to have a standard on how she wants to be spoken.
Wants to be approached. Yeah. You can't come and approach me with white shoes. And I think that's my God-given right to have that feeling.
Listen, when I got my white shoes on, coming to chat to you, you'll be like, the tongue above the laces.
It's the tight laces.
Tie the laces them tight, boy.
Squeeze them like Ronald McDonald. Go that
Not
way.
Ronald McDonald.
Oh God.
No, but if she doesn't want to be approached in a certain way, then
I don't understand why she was being shanghaied for it, but yeah.
No, not talking about that. I'm just talking in general. It's like, yeah, I mean, it was it last year or early this year? The boy who approached the girl was standing on the platform of the train. He crossed the train lines to go talk to her.
Yeah, and she thought he was crazy, and rightfully so. You walked across the track to chat to me. I don't want to chat to you.
I'd run.
Yeah.
So basically, I think it was at Tottenham or one of those train stations, but it was overground station. So she was standing on one side of the track, he was standing on the other side of the platform. The man jumped onto the train lines, walked across the train.
No,
but there's genuinely something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him.
And he was surprised by that. Like, are you like, yeah, bye. I don't want to chat to you. You're mad.
Yeah.
But yes, deuces,
Cool.
people, we love you loads. Thank you so much for your contribution. We've got some things that we're working on with Black Excellence, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, we done Brighton, Diva Choice. We done Brighton the other day. It was a vibe. I love Brighton. It was really, really good. And we're going to be at Black Pride. Black Pride is in 2 weeks. So we're going to be there. That's our next stop.
Queen Victoria Park.
Yeah, the Olympic Park,
Village,
Stratford. So looking forward to that.
It's not Stratford. When you say it's Stratford, it's not really. Do you know where Homerton is on the A12, the A120, where you come across the road, East Way?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
right
is it
there.
that way?
It's right there. It's right here east. It's right there. It's a free event. It's free, by the way. It's free. Anyone can turn up from 12 o'clock till about 10. They have artists, performers. They're like a free festival.
Right. So looking forward to that. So that's where we'll be in the next couple of weeks. The 11th of August, I believe it is.
Yeah, Sunday.
Is where we'll be in the next couple of weeks. So look out for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you. I love you guys. Best panel ever. Have a good evening.
Take care, guys.
Take care,
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Oh God.